Hello everyone. When we pass a level and start a new one, we need to make this transition more beautiful in our games. First, let's create our first widget. This widget will be the loading screen. When we move to a new level, we will see this screen until the level loads. We need a background image and two different text objects. One text will be static and the other will be variable. We will also be able to change the background image. The description and background image can change with each level transition. First, we add a canvas panel. Then, we add a scale box. Let's set it to full screen. There should be an image inside the scale box. For now, we can add an image. We add a text object. This will be the loading text. Let's add another text object and position it in the top left corner. This will be the description text. That provides information about the new level during each level transition. Let's bind the background image from the right side. We connect the background image variable to the getBrush node and connect it to the return node. Now bind the description text in the same way. Here, let's create a variable of the text type. We're done here. We need one more widget blueprint. This widget will be the first widget we see when transitioning between levels. A confirmation screen will appear in front of us. First, we add a canvas panel. Next, we need a border, which should be black. Let's add a background blur to it. The border should be black with low opacity. Let's not overdo the blur. Let's add a text and position it in the center of the screen. Then we need two buttons, one will say yes and the other will say no. Let's call the onClicked event for the yes button. Here we will display the widget we created earlier. we set the description text and assign it to a variable. We need to add a 2-second delay. The widget should remain on the screen for a while. Then call the open level node for the level we are going to. Create a variable for the level. Also create a variable for the options section. This variable will be the tag of the player start in the level we are going to. For the no button, cast our character and call the getPlayerController node, then connect it to the enable input node. Then set input game mode only. And set show mouse cursor to false. And remove the widget from the screen. You can also apply styles for the hovered states of the buttons. The text must checked is variable. I forgot to add the background image. Let's take the BG image and connect it to the set brush from texture node. Let's create a variable for the texture. Let's make the variables we created editable. We've reached the final stage. Now we need to create a blueprint actor that we can use all of these. Let's add a box collision and set the hidden in game option to false. For now we need to be able to see the box in the game. Move on to the event graph. Now cast our character and create a bool variable. I'm adding this for control purposes. If the blueprint is active, the process will continue. Perhaps we won't allow players to progress through the levels without completing certain tasks in the game. That's why I felt the need to add such a control. Now let's call these nodes. Disable input. Set input mode UI only. Set show mouse cursor. This last condition must be true. After all this, let's display the widget we just created on the screen. We will set the variables in the widget with new variables here. Now with the blueprint selected, we can make all the adjustments in the default tab in the right menu. Let's move on to the next level and write the player start tag we specified in the blueprint. Yes, the description text and background image have appeared and we have moved to the next level. But we cannot move because we disabled all controls at the end. We need to reverse all the operations in the new level's level blueprint. Let's try again. Just duplicate the BP and try with a different image and description text. Now I have an idea. Let's consider this a bonus. The description appears on the screen, but what if the player loads the game without reading it? I think we need to give the player some time to read it. We won't move on to the new level immediately on the loading screen. We'll add a button. Let's do it! Let's go into the loading screen widget. Let's move the loading text to the left and add a button to the bottom right corner. We can also add an animation. I'll add a simple fade-in animation. On the event graph side, let's say play animation. Let's go back to the decision widget. Let's connect the open level node to a custom event. Let's also access the button in the loading screen widget reference and connect it to the bind event to onClick node. We'll use the event we just created as the event. We can also add hover effects to the skip button. but I don't think the animation is working. We needed to connect the animation to the event construct node. My mistake. If you're finding value in these tutorials, hit that subscribe button and drop a like if you love the content. You can also ring the bell to stay updated. See you in the restaurant at the end of the universe.